Alright folks, welcome back. This is Balatro Everyday, and today we're starting over. I've got a new challenge. I think it was qcom who suggested it, but the idea is we're going to do the opposite of completionist plus plus. So we're going to do gold stake runs, and once you get a gold sticker on a joker, once you get a gold stake win with a joker, you can't use that joker ever again. That's the idea. So let's start with the black deck, and we're just going to do a normal gold stake run on the black deck. Let's dig for some spades. There we go. Burnt Joker is pretty strong, but we can't afford it. I guess we take halvesies rather than the buffoon pack. I think halvesies is a great start on the black deck. We can take a pair of jacks here. And the boss, -1 hand size, fine. Alright. Bucket Buskin, Acrobat can't afford the buffoon pack. We just go next. Pair of nines might not win. Let's try to get a higher pair. Pair of jacks definitely wins. So far, so good. Okay, Satellite gives us money right away. Satellite plus Priestess. Spectral Peck first. Alright. Let's do it. Satellite, sure. I don't think I need a Mega Standard Pack yet. I can save my money for seed money. Let's go next. Okay. I can play a pair of sixes. I could dig for a better pair. Should be able to win with most pairs here. So pair of kings, that wins. This boss says face down after played. Not a problem. Alright. We take Constellation. We take a buffoon pack. Maybe Onyx Agate. Okay. I will say this. I will say on most most gold stake black deck runs, I take this. I take a free reroll. Even though I already have Eternal Satellite, I take both Eternals. But then if I take this, I can't take it ever in the future because it's Eternal. So that's the thing about Eternals, right? Onyx Agate or Constellation, when we get to the final boss, we can sell them so that we avoid the gold sticker. But with the Eternals, you can't sell them. We're stuck with them forever. I think this is powerful enough. And I think I want it. Let's take it. Constellation, let's not take the Celestial Pack yet. Venus we don't need. Luchador we don't need. Go next. So now, if I play 3 jacks, we have the Onyx Agate wins. Alright, blue joker we can take. Sly joker is good too. Take blue joker. And a Mercury card. Sure. I think, you know, I could also take a Celestial Pack here to try to get another planet from my satellite. That gives me money. I want seed money. This means that we're not going to be able to buy anything for the next 3 shops, but that's fine with me. Here I'm just looking for a pair of clubs. I could do a clubs flush. Sure. Alright. Pants. I think if I have Constellation, maybe I don't need the pants. So the pants are pretty good, pretty strong, understandable. It's okay. I don't need Riffraff. Let's save our money. Okay, pair of 5s. Next round I can win with a pair twice. Vagabond. Nope. Red card not as a rental. There's a cola. Do we want a cola? Probably not. Alright, we have seed money. Our interest cap is 50. I think we open the Arcana packs anyway, because they have a chance of giving us money. 2 planets for my constellation. And that's +1 on my satellite. Now it's $4. Satellite now better than or equal to a rocket. Let's go next. Dig 4 more clubs. I could play a pair of 8s. High card 7 should work here, since we have the chips from the blue joker. Boss gonna debuff my hearts, not a problem. Alright, now we have a ton of money. Do we want to go back in time? Probably not on the black deck, probably not -1 hand on the black deck. Probably. So we do get more constellation scaling, and we do get a lot of money from going back in time. Maybe. I could spin the wheel. Holographic halvesies. Could spin the wheel again. I could make some lucky cards. I could make some lucky face cards. I could make a gold card and then copy it. I could make a gold jack and then copy it. Alright. Go next. Boss gonna debuff my hearts. That's okay. Let's dig for gold cards. Three aces. Okay, we could go back in time again. Boss says we gotta play 5 cards. That is tricky, but not impossible. Could take abstract here instead of the onyx agate. I could take abstract instead of the blue joker. I think abstract is going to be better on average than the onyx agate, so let's do that. But let's go Arcana packs first. Take a priestess for my constellation. Arcana 2. Could take judgment here, could take the moon. Maybe I want to stick with the onyx agate, and maybe I want to do a flush against the boss if I can, maybe. Or should I just take the stone card? I can still play the flush with the abstract joker. Maybe I stone the 2 here. Maybe I don't care about the stone card, and maybe I want to use my judgment. Let's do that. Golden joker. So how badly do I need this blue joker? Can we hit the 3,000 here, or should we go back in time again right away? Let's do it. We lose a little bit of interest, but we get to keep the golden joker here. Fine. Now the pair should work. Yeah. I can play a pair of aces. Got the gold card. Alright. No problem. Could take a Saturn card. Mercury. Celestial pack for more Mercury. There we go. Could consider taking something for the satellite there, but I think I just want the pair. Could take a standard pack here. We have seed money, but it's okay if we go under a little bit. I could take a stone card. If we're going to play pairs, that's pretty good. Go next. Alright. Win with a pair of 8s. Okay. Yeah. Not bad for ante 2. Could take a stunt man. So If we take the Stuntman, probably we end up playing high card instead of pairs. If we take the Stuntman, probably we can't lose. Are we okay without the Stuntman? That's what the question is. If I take the Stuntman, am I going to feel bad about not being able to get the Stuntman in the future? Probably wouldn't feel that bad. Take the Stuntman. Alright, so now I'm not super interested in Mercury. Now I want Plutonium. Here we can take the Plutonium and the Mercury card. I mean, we're still going to take both. Alright, light them up. And take an Earth card. I can make a Glass card. Take a Jupiter card and go next. $7 on the satellite. Better than a rocket. Glass Ace. Oh, maybe I should discard here. Didn't get the gold card. I only have one gold card left, and that's fine. Alright. Okay. Plutonium first, because I want a chance of getting another one here in the Celestial Pack. Everything's leveled up already for my satellite, so I guess Jupiter doesn't really matter. Standard pack, we can take another stone card. I don't have room for Judgment. I could take the Planet Merchant to level up my constellation. Yeah, that seems fine. Alright. Now we basically can't lose. Play a high card, I guess. My pair is stronger, but I'm gonna start spamming high card now. Saturn, yes. Let's go Celestial Pack first. Take the Plutonium. If we want to take to the moon here, this gives us $10 every round. I'm interested in that. I could make more aces. I could make a purple seal. I could make a fancy ace with aura. Let's go try to get gold cards. Yeah, no abstract joker. Let's just take the money and go next. Alright. Smash the ace. Boss gonna debuff my clubs, right? Could take the dagger. I don't have room for the dagger, so we just go Neptune. Do a little re-rolling. Standard packs, basically I'm just looking for gold cards. Maybe a blue seal, but mostly gold cards. Arcana gives me strength. I could also make another stone card. We could stone the 3. Smash that ace. Ancient Joker. We could take the Planet Tycoon. We're all locked in on Jokers, basically. So, take the Plutonium. Hold on to the Mars card. Mercury, Earth. Okay, so... I think I do take Mercury. I think I don't take Earth right away. Let's open the Celestial Packs. Plutonium is what we prefer. More Plutonium. And 3 of a kind is okay. 3 of a kind is compatible with halvesies. I can hold on to the Mars card. I don't have to use it right away. So there won't be more Mars cards. Now that we have this, now that we have the Planet Tycoon, holding on to planet cards is way more valuable. If the shop is going to be all planet cards, then removing Mars from the shop is actually pretty impactful. So here, Plutonium. That's a gold ace. Okay. I can save the Jupiter card. I can pick up Uranus here. We can go one more. More plutonium. The Chad's good. I'm not going to take the Chad as an Eternal because we don't need it anymore. We'll take a Soul. That's another thing that we don't need. So let's do Priestess and go next. Play high card Jack. Alright, I'm looking for a blue seal potentially. Standard pack looking for a seal. Could take another stone card. Maybe I should stop taking stone cards so that I can draw my gold cards more easily. Stone cards are great. Take a blue joker. Blue joker would help us score more points. Currently, this is not doing anything for us to the moon. Take the plutonium. Maybe I want Senor Huesos. Plutonium, Jupiter. Arcana pack. Alright, so we could spin the wheel. We could go Emperor here. I think I go Emperor. Strength on Hungman. Alright. Good choice. 6 and 5, we can hang them. Discard the ace. Strength I can use on a king. Make another ace. Not super important either way. Alright. To the moon is done. Earth, Uranus. We have a telescope. Alright. Now that I have the telescope, these are right now going to give me pair. I would like to try to get plutonium still. Maybe I shouldn't have taken the telescope right away. Bummer. Alright, To the Moon can get out of here. Let's go next. This boss is extra large. Ace high. I might need to play more than one hand. $5.2 on the constellation. We could take a gold seal 9. That gives us money. Could take a supernova. Supernova is currently +9 when we play high card. Sounds good to me. Spin the wheel. I want to get maybe another holographic would be good. Two gold cards, nice. Alright. Supernova gives us about maybe 30% more than we were previously doing. Celestial Pack now guaranteed plutonium. Okay. Red card. So the thing about Supernova is it scales very slowly. Maybe we take red card because it scales faster than Supernova. Maybe. Alright. Yep. Go next. Smash the ace. Maybe next time, I guess. Okay. Blank vouchers, fine. Two Arcana packs also fine. Take the plutonium. Maybe look for a fool. Alright, priestess. So we could skip for a +3 on the red card. We could take priestess just for the consolation. I'm okay with doing that. Could take 20 bucks here rather than skipping. 20 bucks gives us 3 more shop rerolls, which gives us more planets for the constellation. 6.5 on the constellation. We could go one more. Let's go next. I don't need the stone card. This boss says, playing high cards steals all my money. Bummer. 9 bucks on the satellite. Okay. Standard pack. Another stone. Sure. Hey, look, a certificate. That's pretty dang good. Red card. I could go Deja Vu. I could go Grim here. Grim, try to get more gold aces. Let's go Red Seal Stone card. That's useful. I think I'm not going to take the Eternal certificate, even though it could give us a blue seal or a gold seal. Let's try the Priestess. Scary face we don't need. Alright. Go next. Smash. I'm just trying to smash, come on. Alright. Buffoon pack. Could take a foil, could take splash. We don't need any of this. Got a nice amount of money, even after re-rolling. Mercury's okay. Strength is not super important. Dagger. Alright, take another 20 bucks, I guess. That gives me more planets, maybe. $7 reroll. Save the rest. Alright, I want to try to get a pair. I can get a pair of jacks. Or a pair of aces. There you go. Clearance sale. Clearance sale on the planet cards. This boss, lose $1 per card played. Alright, well, I don't plan on playing too many cards. Could take Earth here. Don't need Baron, don't need the Runner. Take another Hermit. Alright, I'm not going to spend $8 on a reroll. Let's just go next. Alright, let me show you the stone card. Stone card takes us 200,000. Nice. Purple, I'm gonna skip. Glass 9. With high enough level high card, maybe the glass card is actually useful to us. I don't need a throwback. Man, buying all of these planet cards, the animations are so slow. Go next. Eight high. Maybe we pick up Michelle for a couple of rounds. I could make a fancy ace. Swap the red card for a banana. Maybe I want a mailing rebate instead of a banana. Maybe. This boss doesn't trigger the Matador, so let's go next. Alright, throw out the ace. Okay. Magic trick. Nope, not this time. What's this boss? This boss says force a card to be selected. I don't think that's going to be a problem. We got a nice amount of money. We can buy more planet cards. Could go priestess here. Take another Saturn card. Go next. Alright. I just want to find gold cards. I want to play my stone. That's 100 chips. That stone card was like plus 20% there. Could take ramen. We very much don't need it. Buffoon pack. We don't need a stencil here. Standard pack. We also don't need. Maybe glass card could be interesting. Temperance gives me 12 bucks. Had a nice amount of money several times this run. Alright. Since we only have one more shop, do I want to spend $9 on a reroll? And lose a little bit of interest? That's fine. Okay, lose a lot of interest. Go next. Cool. Neptune, Mercury. 2 standard packs we don't need. Alright, let's just take our planet cards and go next. We already have more than enough points. I just like clicking. Go one more. There we go. Get rid of Michelle. We have enough money, we can look inside the standard packs. Maybe get a glass card. Hey, look at glass 7. Alright. How about ace high? With a holographic? How about a stone card? Sure. That's it. We did it. We got our revenge on the black deck. Okay, so here's where the challenge begins. Okay, so we beat gold stake black deck. We got 5 gold stickers. So now, anytime these 5 jokers show up in the future, we can't buy them. So we can't buy Habsies, we can't buy Constellation. Losing Constellation is pretty rough. Stuntman's okay because it's a rare joker, and so we're probably not going to see it that much. This is kind of tough, losing this early value generator. I really like having the free reroll as a value generator. It generally does more than gold joker does. Satellite's okay. It's okay if we don't have that one anymore. Habsies is also a pretty strong early game joker. Times 11 on the Constellation. So here's another important point that I want to make before we move on here. Someone asked me on stream, under what conditions would you ever want the Planet Merchant? So obviously if you have the Constellation, then every planet card is useful. So if you have the Planet Merchant, okay, you just, instead of jokers in the shop, turn all the jokers into planet cards. Why planet cards? Because I get scaling X-Molt, and maybe that's good for me. But, okay, let's look at this. So we bought basically all the planet cards, and technically we had Telescope. Telescope was giving us high card and pairs. But look at this. Level 13 straight is 400 chips and 40 mult. Level 15 4 of a kind is 500 chips and 50 mult. And so even without the blue seal, the really hyper max our levels or whatever it is, we still got pretty high level straight. We got pretty high level 4 of a kind. And so if you're playing a hand which has very high base stats, very high scaling stats like 4 of a kind and straights, then these vouchers are maybe more reasonable. And so like if each Saturn card does a lot and each Mars card does a lot, then you want to have more Saturn cards. You want to have more Mars cards in the shop, more planet cards. Even if you don't have the constellation, maybe that's not crazy to take the planet merchant if you're playing 4 of a kind or straights or even flush houses. And you can make these even better by holding on to the bad planet cards. If there's no Jupiter cards in the shop, if I can't get Uranus in the shop, then I'm going to see more Saturn cards. I'm going to see more Mars cards and less of these other bad ones, or none of the bad ones. That's the idea. All right, now that you're done being school, let's play on the Magic deck. Pair of Fools. Let's go cards. Now what? Walkie-talkie, Mercury. Walkie-talkie's a good start. Mercury on the gold stake is probably something worth doing. Copying the Mercury with the Fools. Okay. Go next. I can play a pair of 10s or a pair of 4s. I think I can anyway. I could play 110. I could play one pair of 7. Stinky. No 10s or 4s. Bummer. And that's why Truth the Moon sucks. I could take a Buffoon pack. I think for the next round we're pretty safe. I'm gonna take the Buffoon pack anyway. Sly Joker is great. Go next. Alright. 10 or 4? Pair of 10s. Wins. Maybe playing the flush with the 10 also would have won. Maybe I didn't need to discard at all. Alright. We take Telescope. We level up our pairs. We don't need Jimbo. That's it. Pack it up. Try to get a pair of 4s. If I don't get a pair of 4s, I can play a pair of 9s. Man, it's tough out here. Trying to get the 10s and the 4s. Bosses decrease level of poker hand. Sucks. I have 110, looking for one more. Pair of 4s. That'll do it. Okay. Fool for another Mercury card. Sure. We take those. We're into those. I do take the Telescope here, even though it cost me money. Alright. 2 pair would be ideal. Rather than the pair, play 2 pair. Give me a 10. You son of a biscuit. I have 2 pair, but I don't have the 4 or the 10. I think I hold out for the 10 or the 4 here. 10s and 4s, alright. I don't want to play the pair because I don't want my pair to be de-leveled. It cost me a few extra hands, which cost me a few dollars, but that's better than losing a level. Alright, now we're chilling. Maybe we want Shoot the Moon. If we're having difficulty drawing 10s and 4s, we take Shoot the Moon. Sure. Okay, we got a queen, so we play a pair of kings, and that's it, we win. Play a pair of 10s. Okay. Now we just want to save money. Go next. I can do a pair of 4s. Can I get a 10 or a 4? Apparently not. We do have blue joker, so it's okay if we don't get the pair. Blue joker plus Shoot the Moon allows us to win without the pair. It's just the principle, you know? Shoot the Moon is a scaling joker, so maybe I don't need the bus. Maybe it's too late for the bus. Clearance sale is pretty good, but if we take it, then we lose a lot of interest. I think it's worth it to go to 0 here. Okay. 10 and 4. I think we throw away the jacks. We can play the pair of 10s. Nice. Observatory is interesting with the crystal ball. Okay. Looking for a 10 or a 4. Play 10s. Ugh. I can play 4s. But I really need the queens. I can play 10s. But I really need to draw my queens. Went through the first half of the deck. All of the queens are still in there. Alright. And that's why Shoot the Moon sucks. Burnt Joker. Burnt Joker is cool. Reserve Parking is okay with Shoot the Moon, but if we're not going to draw any face cards anyway, I think we take Burnt Joker here. Do I want Reserve Parking instead of Sly Joker or instead of Blue Joker? I think we need the points. I think we don't get to do the money. I think this draw sucks because then I can't do level up the pair. Alright, let's throw this one away. Ouch. Okay. I can discard the 9s. I think I need to keep the 4s and the 10s. I drew a queen, which helps. I discard. Okay, we got the queens. We could do the 10s and then follow it up with the 4s. All right. Okay. Do I want a hallucination as a rental, but it's holographic? You bet I do. Take one of those. Observatory seems useful. Let's go next. All right. I could discard 9s for my Burnt Joker. I could play... That's a lot of kings. I could discard looking for queens first. I need to discard the kings. Maybe I keep the jack, or maybe I keep the 5. Alright. Kings. Pair of kings. With the holographic. Alright, good enough. Pair of 10s. Pair of 8s. Ouch. Alright, we're broke. Could take handy tag for 24 bucks. 25,000 we barely have. I don't think we have 37,000. Okay. I need to draw queens urgently. I can play a pair of aces. Let's do the 5s first. That way we can throw away an ace. Okay. I could do aces followed up with 10s. Yeah, followed up with 10s. If we draw the queens, we could possibly have hit the 37,000, but there's like a good chance that we don't draw the queens, so that's why I didn't skip. Could take an extra discard. Extra discard means we have a better chance of drawing our queens. I'm just gonna use death to copy a queen. That sounds like a good idea. This boss says my face cards are gonna be face down. That's pretty rude, actually. Alright. I need to draw a queen. We did not draw a queen. We play the pair of 2s. We did not draw a queen. We play the pair of aces. We drew the queen. We don't have a pair. This is unfortunate. Alright. I'm gonna make the queen. I'm not gonna play the pair. I can play the straight. The straight is terrible, but we can draw into a pair. Alright. This is the best we could do. That's it. All the queens are at the bottom. Bummer. And that's why. Maybe we made some, somewhat controversial financial decisions, maybe. Maybe we spent too much money. I don't know. It felt like we got the payoff, right? Like we spent some money so that we could level up our pairs. Our pairs were high enough level. What we were missing was we were missing a little bit of base molt, any kind of molt from jokers. We had the walkie-talkie, we had the shoot the moon. Something you could have done is we could have gone maybe some Arcana packs, and then we could have gotten more queens for our shoot the moon. We could have gotten more 4s and 10s for our walkie-talkie. We could have spent more money on re-rolling. There weren't that many buffoon packs that we could afford. Like there were buffoon packs, but we couldn't necessarily afford them. I think this was just a consequence of getting kind of stinky draws, I think. Not drawing the queens, not drawing the 10s, costing us extra hands, costing us extra money. Maybe you don't take the discount voucher. Maybe you don't take the observatory. Maybe. I don't know, just really light on resources this run. There's probably things we could have done differently. Anyway, I'm still interested in this idea of trying to beat at least a couple runs in a row. Obviously, we didn't get 2 in a row here, but maybe a couple runs in a row where as soon as you get a gold sticker, then you stop using that joker. Or, you don't use it in future runs. So, we'll do this. We'll go start a new one. And then come back another day. Take care, everyone.